For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor Red Zone Coins and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the top 10 most valuable offensive players in Madden 20. Now I dropped this for the defensive side of the ball about 2 weeks ago and you guys showed tons of support on that video, so I'm coming back at you guys today with a part 2 going over the 10 most valuable offensive players in Madden 20. Now we're going to divide this video up by position, so I'm going to start it off by going over quarterback, then we'll move to running back, wide receiver, tight end, and a few different offensive linemen. So without further ado, let's get started in today's video, and we're going to be taking a look at a golden ticket quarterback for my first MVP, and that is going to be 99 overall Mohamed Sanu. Now right now at 190,000 coins, this card is an absolute steal, and if you don't yet have a golden ticket QB, I would definitely recommend you pick up the Sanu, because of course golden tickets are going to give you a huge amount of increased value over regular quarterback cards. So let's start it off by taking a look at the stats, but the stats aren't the main reason why I have this card as my first MVP in today's video. The stats are going to be pretty good though. He's got 93 speed, 96 throw power, some really good throw accuracy, great throw under pressure, and great throw on the run. But the reason why I've got Sanu as my first MVP of today's video is because of the abilities he gets. Because he's a golden ticket, he's going to get you the two most glitchy abilities that a QB can have. That's Escape Artist and Hot Row Master, and the fact that he gets that gives him a huge amount of increased value over any of the non-golden ticket QBs, which is why I've got him as my first MVP of today's video. He's basically going to play the same for you as Cam Newton or Josh Allen, so there's no reason to get one of these cards over Sanu in my opinion, and Sanu is just going to play absolutely great for you at 200,000 coins. He's going to be the first MVP of today's video. Now the second MVP is actually going to be another quarterback, and it's actually going to be another golden ticket QB, and the golden ticket QB that I've decided to put as the second MVP of today's video is going to be RGIII. Now the reason why I've got RGIII on this list instead of someone like Michael Vick or Cam Newton is because I believe if you get RGIII, you're actually going to see increased play rather than picking up someone like Michael Vick, Cam Newton, or Josh Allen. I believe all those QBs are going to play relatively similar and honestly pretty similar to the Sanu, but RGIII is someone that if you get, you're going to see increased play over that kind of first echelon of golden ticket quarterbacks. As we take a look at the stats on this card, there's a couple of stats that really jump out to me. Firstly, the speed and throw power are going to be better than the Sanu. I also like the fact that he's got 99 throw under pressure. It's super annoying when you get an inaccurate pass because of heavy pressure or because of pressure, so that's unlikely to happen when you've got that 99 throw under pressure. The throw accuracy stats are something that people point to as an issue, but he is going to hit all the required thresholds as a quarterback, so he's not really going to be missing on any passes, to be honest with you guys. So if you have the coins to spend and you're looking to upgrade at quarterback, it's likely you already have a golden ticket QB, you already have someone like maybe Josh Allen, Mohamed Sanu, or Cam Newton. I would recommend you save up for someone like RGIII because he's going to bring you increased play and he's going to play really well. In my opinion, it's not worth spending the extra like 300,000 coins to pick up Lamar. Lamar's not going to play that much better than RGIII. He's going to have a little less throw power, a little bit more speed, and again, like I said before, both the QBs are going to hit all the thresholds required for throwing, so they're not really going to be missing any passes. So that's my take on it. For quarterbacks, the MVPs are Mohamed Sanu and RGIII. If you don't yet have a golden ticket, I would recommend you get Sanu. If you already have a golden ticket and you're looking to upgrade it, I would recommend saving up until you get the coins to get RGIII. There's no reason to go from like Sanu to Josh Allen or to go from Sanu to Cam Newton because you're not going to get that much of a difference in play, but like I said, I think RGIII is going to give you increased play over Sanu or some of the first echelon golden ticket QBs. So moving on to the running back position, we're going to be talking about a few running backs in here which I think are going to give you really good value. The first one is going to be this 98 overall Barry Sanders at a price of 115,000 coins. This card is an absolute steal. He's going to be able to get you human joystick, which is imperative at a running back spot. As you guys know, like I was talking about with the golden tickets, I loved how the golden tickets could get Hot Route Master and Escape Artist. Well, Barry Sanders is going to be able to get you human joystick, and the way I've constructed this list is honestly some of these positions, all we're trying to do is get some specific abilities because abilities are so huge in Madden 20, so getting a card that can get you some of the best abilities is going to be absolutely huge, and Barry Sanders, of course, is going to be able to get you human joystick. Again, let's take a look at the stats here. He's going to have 95 speed, 98 acceleration, 99 agility, which is exactly what we need. He's also got great elusiveness and great break tackle. The carrying's at a 91, so that's a little bit low. I do have another running back on here who's going to be a little bit better, but if you're looking to get your first big running back upgrade of the year, getting someone like Barry Sanders and powering him up to be able to get that human joystick is going to be absolutely huge. So in my opinion, Barry is a super great running back option, and he's going to be super glitchy. Honestly, a lot of the time I'm running on conservative, so I'm not even able to make jukes, spins, trucks, and stiff arms, so having human joystick is absolutely huge. Now moving on to the second running back of today's video, he's actually right underneath him, and that is going to be Walter Payton, who right now is going to be a little bit more expensive than the Barry. In my opinion, I didn't have someone like Bo Jackson on here because I don't think 1,000,000 coins for this running back is worth it. When we look at Walter Payton, he's going to have very, very similar stats to the Bo, with 96 speed, 97 acceleration, great agility, great carrying. The catching is super underrated, great break tackle, elusiveness, and trucking, and he can truck, stiff arm, juke, and spin. He can do everything that you want as well. He's got really great carrying, so in my opinion, this Walter Payton is the best value running back on this entire list. I would prefer saving up the additional, what is that, like 150,000 coins to get Walter, because you're going to get the higher speed, you're going to get higher carrying, as well as some better moves. So in my opinion, Walter Payton's going to give you super great value at the running back position. When we compare him to Bo Jackson, who I actually have on my team right now, the stats are similar enough that it's not worth upgrading to Bo. Bo's going to be super expensive. He's like a 750,000 coin upgrade for what? A little bit of additional speed, a little bit of additional carrying, trucking, and elusiveness, but you can honestly get that speed up to a 99 pretty easily when you power up this card. So in my opinion, stick with the Walter Payton. He's going to play really great for you. He doesn't fumble too much. He's going to break tons of tackles, but my two MVPs at the running back position are Barry Sanders and Walter Payton. Barry is a great entry-level running back. If you're looking to get your first big running back of the upgrade, running back upgrade of the year, and you haven't yet played with human joystick, definitely get the Barry. He's going to be much cheaper, much easier to power up. But if you already have Barry, or you already have a different running back, even if you have a running back like AP or Trey Edmonds, I would rather downgrade in price and get Walter Payton, because neither of these two running backs are going to be able to get you human joystick, and having human joystick, like you guys have heard me say, is absolutely huge. So we've got Walter and Barry for my running back position. Next up, let's move on to wide receiver. So starting off this list, we have 96 overall Calvin Johnson, who had 50,000 coins, is an absolute steal. When we take a look at the stats, you can get the speed up to 99 decently easily. I've got him up to 99. The catch and traffic, spec catch are all great. The route running stats are a little bit low, but they're still going to be serviceable. He's still going to be able to play really well for you. I have my Calvin all the way up to a 98 overall, I think, right now. It's not going to show all the boosts because when you are in this compare section, it doesn't include stuff like Brawler, Sprinter, and John Madden Chem. But I've got my Calvin up to 99 speed. He plays absolutely great for me, and at 50,000 coins, he's an absolute beast. Even if you already have a couple of good receivers on your team, you could just power up Calvin Johnson for like 100,000 coins and have him at a depth option at like wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 5, and when he likely gets that 99 overall card, whether it's in the power up expansion promo or whether he gets like some type of upgrade throughout the year, you'll be able to add him to that power up, and he's going to be super glitchy. But right now, even his 96 overall is going to play crazy for you, so I would definitely recommend considering picking up this Calvin Johnson. Now, the second receiver that we have in today's video is actually going to be one of the most expensive cards I've got, and that is going to be all the way down here to Randy Moss's card, who's currently sitting at 500,000 coins. Now, right now, I think Randy Moss is going to play almost as well as this Julio Jones card, who's sitting at 1.27 million. So for a fraction of the cost, you can get Randy Moss at 500k. He's basically a golden ticket. 98 speed, 99 jumping, 98 catching. The catch and traffic and spec catch are all great. The route running is a little bit lower than you'd like to see, but again, just like when it comes to the passing accuracies, he's going to hit all the thresholds there, and when you do put abilities on him, that's going to allow him to win on most of his routes anyways and catch a lot of passes. So this Randy Moss card is super glitchy, and he's going to be the second receiver I've got on today's video. If you pair Calvin and Randy Moss, you're going to have a lethal wide receiver core. Not to mention, both of them are also huge bodies, so they're going to be able to make some contested catches and give you some pretty glitchy animations. So I've got Randy Moss and I've got Calvin Johnson as my two most valuable wide receivers, with Randy Moss being a really, really good card and basically a golden ticket wide receiver at 500,000 coins. He's going to give you really good value, and I do really like the Randy card. Next up, we've got a tight end here by the name of Darren Waller, who's currently sitting at 58,000 coins. He's the only tight end I actually have on today's video, and he's going to play absolutely great for you. 92 speed at tight end, and at only 50,000 coins is incredible. The run blocking is also kind of underrated. 78 run block, that's pretty good for a card like Darren Waller. He's got great catching, great catch in traffic, great spec catch. The route running is a little bit low. That's the only thing I'd like to see boosted a little bit. I was deciding between putting Darren Waller in here or putting in Evan Ingram, but I do like the Darren Waller a little bit more just because he's going to give you a little bit higher run blocking and a little bit better catching stats, while the Ingram, I believe, is going to give you a 1+ speed boost and a little bit better for route running. I think these stats are more valuable at a tight end, especially because of that run blocking boost. So I do really love this Darren Waller card. He's an absolute beast. Even if you already have a tight end like Gronk at your tight end 1 spot, I would recommend you pick up this Waller card at tight end 2. He's going to give you really good value. Bonus player, we also have Mark Andrews, who's going to be similar to the Darren Waller, but in my opinion, you might as well spend the additional coins and grab the Darren Waller. He's going to play super well, really great speed, great route running, and a super underrated run blocking stat of 78. He actually holds a ton of blocks as well. That 6'6" frame is huge at tight end, which is great for holding blocks as well. So a big fan of this Darren Waller card. He's easily chemmed up to a 99 when you power him up. So Darren Waller is going to be actually the only tight end I have on today's list, and he's someone that honestly I would recommend every single person watching this pick up, whether you need a tight end 2 or a tight end 1. He's going to be a beast for you. So moving on to the offensive line spots, I've actually got 3 offensive linemen for you guys who have really good stats. I know a lot of people kind of undervalue offensive line and don't really take too long to take a look at their stats, but I've taken a look at a lot of offensive lineman stats, so you guys can basically just copy these 3 cards that I've got and add them to your team. Starting it off with the left tackle group, one player that I think is going to give you great value is this 99 overall Walter Jones card. The strength is a little bit low, but he's got 97 pass block and 95 run block, so that is absolutely huge for a left tackle, especially the pass block. That's exactly what you want to see because at a tackle, you're mainly going to be going up against the premier pass rushers that your opponent's got, so having that 97 pass block is going to be huge, and I do love the Walter Jones for that reason. When we take a look at a lot of the other tackles here, they're not going to give you as good of a pass blocking stat as that, so that's why I like the Walter Jones. The only other tackle with a comparable pass block is going to be Joe Thomas, but Joe Thomas has almost no run blocking in this game for some reason, so that's why I would probably recommend you guys go with the Walter Jones. Walter Jones is also going to be cheaper than the Joe Thomas, so he's going to give you really good value at only 65,000 coins. Getting that high pass block, that high strength, and high run block is absolutely huge. Now moving on to the other tackle position, we've got another right tackle on today's video. I'm giving you guys a couple of really good tackle options here, and the one we are going to be looking at for today's list is going to be Dan Dierdorf. Dan Dierdorf's 97 overall card, almost at the exact same price as the Walter Jones. When we take a look at the back of it, again, he's going to have 97 pass block, which is absolutely huge. Like you guys have heard me say, for tackles, pass blocking is the most important stat. He's also got good run blocking, solid strength. He's going to be a little bit smaller than the Walter Jones, but I do really like the pass block on this card. Comparing him to someone like Ryan Ramczyk, who I'm also super high on, he's going to have higher pass blocking and I believe the same run blocking, so it would be recommended that you guys get someone like Dan Dierdorf. He's an absolute beast. He's going to play super well for you, and those are 2 really good value tackles that I would recommend you guys take a look at. Now moving on to the final player of today's video, we actually have another offensive lineman, and that is going to be David DeCastro, guys. David DeCastro's 97 overall card, again, sitting at just under 100,000 coins. The stats on this card are super balanced and really good. He's got 96s basically across the board. 96 pass block, 96 run block, a 95 strength, 95 awareness, and having a 95 or a 96 at almost all these stats is really good. I like having balanced guards. He's got good pass block, good run block at only 90,000 coins. This card is going to give you great value, and I'm a huge fan of it. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We went over the top 10 most valuable offensive players in today's vid. If you did make it to the end, be sure to drop a like and drop a comment down below. That is the best way to support the channel. We started off by going over a couple golden tickets, some running backs, they got human joystick, a couple of glitchy wide receivers, a really good tight end, and then some great value offensive linemen, or some MVPs, I guess you could call them, at the offensive line position. So that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
So,